What's up guys, it's Nacho here and welcome back to another football roundup video. Of the season nearly coming to an end, all the teams trying to fight for the title, fight for the top 4 in the European spots and fight for relegation. There's some teams pretty much the season's finished and pretty much looking for the summer for a move or Instagram stories or Snapchat stories, all that really. But we're going to talk about David Moyes for this part. David Moyes once was threatened a reporter for slapping her in the face. I don't know why you were threatening a female reporter. She's just doing her job, like you are, even though your team's shit and you're not a good manager. It's a bit disrespectful. Maybe that's a bit disrespectful on David Moyes, but you're playing a terrible team. Your team is not even close to staying up, and you threaten a female reporter because she's just doing her job. Incredible. Anyway, let's talk about what happened in the Premier League this week. We're in the Premier League this week. Chelsea looked dominant as usual after they beat Man City after they lost against Crystal Palace. They pretty much nailed it. Think they're going to win the league after they beat Bournemouth 3-1. Eden Hazard was unbelievable. Kante does what Kante does, and yeah, it looks like Chelsea really are. They look like they're going to win the league. They had the wobble against Palace, but they backed up with winning against Man City. They backed it up in the weekend against Bournemouth, where I don't see anybody catching Chelsea. They just know how to win leagues. There's so many players that can win titles. There's so many players that can do an individual performance that no other team can do, and that's why they win the league, and that's why I don't see Top catching them. But you have to give credit in this game for Bournemouth. Bournemouth played well. The first goal was it wasn't Diego Costa's goal. And to be honest, if he hit the shot, it wasn't going to win. It just hit off the Bournemouth defender Smith. He felt sorry for the guy, hit his head, but it went in the net. What a pass from Kante! He was unbelievable in this game. Beautiful ball. It was like a Tom Brady pass. It was amazing, and Hazard just done what Hazard does. He literally just thinks, you know what, let's do the hokey cokey around the goalkeeper and puts it in the back of the net. 2-0. Bournemouth came back with a decent goal from their man. Literally been a revelation this season. King, good finish hit of David Luiz in the back of the net. He has now scored, I think, 8 goals in the last 7 games. He's been amazing. Maybe some big Premier League clubs may take a snip at him. Don't know. Then Chelsea came back with a beautiful goal from Marcos Alonso. Great finish, great set piece. 3-1. Chelsea look like they're going to win the steamroll this league. With only 7 games remaining, I don't see anybody catching them. But if there's one team that could catch them, but I don't think they will, is Tottenham, who humiliated Watford 4-0. And Dele Alli looks like to be better than David Beckham, better than Frank Lampard, better than Steven Gerrard, better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Because in terms of goals and in terms of assists, as a 21-year-old, he's better than all of them. Incredible. 40, and I think David Beckham's got 13 in goals and assists when he's 21. Same Frank Lampard with 15. Incredible. For a look, he may have terrible Euros. People may not rate him because of his. He does too many rash challenges. Mate, every 21-year-old still learning. He's still learning the game. He's only 21. He's not 28 or 27 for God's sake. Pogba is 24. He's got more goals and assists than Pogba, who cost Manchester United 90-something million, for goodness sake. It's amazing. He was unbelievable. Son, who I think has been a revelation for Tottenham this season. People think he wasn't good enough. Last season, it was just his first season in the Premier League. You're going to get 10 years to the Premier League. He's been fantastic. He had an amazing game. Trippier, the fullback, was unstoppable this game. And Tottenham looked like the real deal. 4-0 against Watford. Watford, well, season's finished. They're safe. The manager looks like he's going to be out of a job because Watford keeps sacking managers every season for whatever reason. What teams? It's not really safe. Watford, they're where they are. Really, they are a mid-table team. They're not going to fight. They are going to fight for relegation. Troy Deeney didn't start. Looks like he isn't happy with Watford. At Watford, looks like he's going to be sold. West Brom looking at him. I that Tottenham, there's one team that looked like to favour Chelsea. And notice this is the season Tottenham will finish above the Arsenal. Tottenham for me, if they keep this up next season, they might tip for the league next year, no question about it. If they keep their best players and they absolutely get that Wembley hoodoo out of their system, they might tip for the league next year. I also think if this Tottenham team don't win a trophy in the next 3 to 4 years, I do think this team will be just a lot like my club Newcastle, the Newcastle United from the mid-90s. They nearly won the league title, they won the FA Cup finals and lost both of them. They could be a lot like the Liverpool team in 2003 seasons ago when they won the league. That's why I look at this Tottenham team. They could be that, but I don't think they will. I mean, they could win the FA Cup this year, but they need to win a trophy under that manager and under that team. Man City get a 3-1 win against Hull City. Nothing to say this game other than Raheem Sterling looks like back to his best again. Aguero, 10 and 10 for him now. 10 goals in 10 games. And people say that guy is going to be out of looks like he's not going to be at Manchester City next season. Remarkable. Because I think any other team would take Aguero. But anyway. Also, you know, Hull, it was just one of those games you're going to play against Man City. You've got way better quality players. And pretty much, Man City's bench could walk into that Hull City's starting 11. But I just think Hull look like they're going to look. They're 17th. You told any Hull fan that they're 17th with 6 games left for them now. 2 points ahead of Swansea. They would have took that, no question about it. Man City look like they're going to finish 4th, maybe 3rd this season. They've had a very poor season. They had to go and bet. They look like they're going to spend 100, maybe 200 million in the summer. There's a lot of players need to be sold, and for me, that squad, they should win the league. That squad, they should be fighting for the later stage in the Champions League, but they're not. They've had a very bad season. But if they win the FA Cup, top 4 in the FA Cup, I think top Manchester City fans would probably take that start. Liverpool get a late winner against Stoke. Stoke played really well in this game. Liverpool didn't play Coutinho or Firmino. I don't know why. Coutinho did have an illness. I think Firmino had an injury. But give credit to Stoke. They played really well in this game. They scored the goal from beautiful pass from Shaqiri. We all know Shaqiri is quality. He is quality. He played for Bayern Munich. You don't play for Bayern Munich if you're not good enough. Which you could say he wasn't good enough, because that's the reason why he got sold. But he put out a good ball. John Walters does what John Walters always does. Scores, headers and decent finishes. They're now pretty much woken Liverpool up, because since then they bought on Coutinho, they bought on the boys from Brazil, Coutinho and Firmino. Both of them were amazing. Coutinho was unreal in this game when he came on. He just livened up the team. I mean, the goal he scored, it was, you could say, bad defending from Stoke City. It was a fantastic finish from Coutinho. And the second goal, what a ball from Wijnaldum. He may not score goals away from home, but my God, he can put in performances like that. What a ball from Wijnaldum. With Firmino with an absolutely sensational finish. 2-1, Liverpool. These type of games, Liverpool, if they're going to win the Premier League title, they have to win these games home and away against teams in the bottom half of the table. They can't do that. That's the reason why they're not going to win the league. Looks like they're going to finish 3rd. It looks like they're going to get in the top 4. But if you're a Liverpool fan, they'd probably take that. Manchester United get a 3-0 win against probably the worst team I have ever seen in the Premier League since Derby in Sunderland. Not saying this game, Sunderland were woeful from the first minute to the last. They had no penetration, they had no quality. Apart from Jermaine Defoe, they literally have got no chance of scoring goals. They haven't scored in 7 consecutive games. The last team to do that, Derby. Where they finished? Bottom with 11 points, only won 1 game. That's not good enough. I mean, we keep saying every year, this Sunderland team for the past 4 to 5 seasons have been fighting for relegation. What do you expect? If you don't invest in your team, if you rely on one player to score you the goals, you're pretty much saying, you know what, hand behind my back, blindfold, why am I here? That's what Sunderland are. They're not good enough. They haven't been good enough. The reason why Sunderland keeps staying up is because they've sacked a manager, win the derby, and end the season on a high. 3 things are not there this year. You haven't sacked your manager. Newcastle aren't in the Premier League. They could be in the Premier League next season. And also, you ain't getting form because you haven't won in 7. Yeah, actually, you haven't won in 8 or 9. Was it 14, 13 games now? You're down. As for Man United, good win for them. They didn't even have to turn on. It was a very boring game. Zlatan with a nice finish. Mkhitaryan scored in 43 seconds. Nothing to say that other than just horrific defending. And the third goal summed up Sunderland and Man United and I ahead of Arsenal. Arsenal back in that 6th spot. Man United, I don't think they'll finish 4th, but if they win the next 2 games in hand, they go above Man City and Liverpool, I think. They're not in the top 4 just yet, but they have to win at least majority of their games from now to the end of the season. Everton get a 4-2 win against Leicester City. What an unbelievable game this was. The first 10 minutes was 3 goals. Everton took the lead in 30 seconds. Incredible. I think it's 28 seconds to be precise. Just Tom Davis, nice finish. Then, at the other end, Demarai Gray makes an unbelievable run, puts it into Soleimani. Soleimani nutmegs Joe Robles, and it was 1-1. Then, Leicester get an unbelievable free kick from Albrighton, who does like a Benedict Beckham free kick. Incredible, Joe Robles again, should save it. Then Everton go up the other end thanks to an unbelievable ball from Ross Barkley, who headers it into Lukaku 2-2. And then Everton get a corner and Jaelka makes it 3-2. And in our corner in the second half, Leicester haven't learned from their mistakes from the first corner. Good finish again from Lukaku. He has now scored 23 goals in the Premier League this season. That's the most he's ever had in any season in his career. He looks the real deal. If he turns up in big games, he is like a Drogba. Everybody's saying he's like a Drogba. If he turns up in big games, he can be. We all know his physicality. We all know his pace. We all know what Lukaku is. He doesn't know how good he could be. But as for Everton, I think now they're the same amount of points as Arsenal. I know Arsenal, I think 3 games in hand over Everton. But Everton had a really good season. They look like they're going in the right direction in the future, bringing some great kids through. If they bring some good talent in the summer, I think they could easily fight for the top 4. As for Leicester, they're safe. They've had a fantastic end of the season. Craig Shakespeare. Now you can look forward to Atletico Madrid team in the Champions League. It's going to be a really good end of the season for Leicester. West Ham get a massive win against Swansea City to at least ease the pressure of Slaven Bilic, probably for this season. Massive win for them. It was a terrible game. Swansea, pretty much like the foe. Sigurdsson, if he's not on it, which he's been fantastic for them this season. He's got 11 assists. I think he's got 8 goals. I think, which is pretty much. If you take Sigurdsson out of the team and Llorente out of the team, you haven't got a chance of staying up. But they're in there. Swansea to stay up. West Ham, good win. Kieran with a good goal. Massive win for Slaven Bilic. Massive win for West Ham because they were really falling down the table like a stone. Big win for them. It looks like they're safe for another season. They haven't had a great season. You could say the players they bought in the summer weren't good enough. They have bought in decent players in the January transfer window with Font and Snodgrass and a couple of others. Next season, it's going to be a massive season for West Ham. As for Swansea, they're going down if they don't know how to take a clean sheet. Braun and Southampton play in a pretty much 2 teams fighting for nothing really. Both 8th and 9th in the league, both nothing to play for. It's just one of those games. It was a good fight from Classy for the goal, but nothing to talk about that game. Those 2 teams safe, those 2 teams nothing to play for. And last game to talk about is Middlesbrough's 0-0 game against Burnley. Middlesbrough can't score. Burnley can't win away a game. It pretty much has it there really. Both teams, one can't win away from home, and one team can't score or win a match. And 0-0 game and all over it. It wasn't a great game. Nothing saying that. Middlesbrough look like they're going down. Burnley are going to be the first team probably ever to never win a league game away from home in the Premier League, which is incredible to say the least. And the fact of the matter is, Sean Dyche's done a really good job there, but you have to win that away game. There's no way they can go a whole season and not win the away game. Anyway guys, let's look at the Premier League table where Chelsea's still top, ahead of Tottenham, Liverpool still 3rd, Man City are 4th, Man United are 5th, go above Arsenal. Arsenal play on Monday night against Crystal Palace. At the bottom, Sunderland are down, so are Middlesbrough if they can't win games. It's between Hull, Swansea and maybe Crystal Palace for the last relegation spot. Now guys, let's move on to the Bundesliga. And in the Bundesliga this weekend, it was their classic gap between Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, and Bayern Munich absolutely destroyed Borussia Dortmund 4-1. They were unreal. That's 29 goals Bayern Munich have scored in the last 6 games in all competitions. That is incredible. Ever since they knocked Arsenal out of the Champions League, they just went to another level that no team can catch them. And Dortmund, you could say they weren't at it. Bayern Munich were unbelievable in this match. The best I've seen Bayern play this season. And I think no one can catch them for the Premier League title. I said they want to win the Champions League because Carl's Lloyd knows how to win the Champions League. He's won 3 times, for goodness sake. But Dortmund, the Bayern Munich, the first goal was pretty much all typical Bayern, really. Great passing, great finish. Second goal sums up Lewandowski, great free kick. Don't know what Dembele's doing on the wall. The third goal sums up. Dortmund got a goal back thanks to Granero. Granero scored the goal. Good, what a goal it was. Probably goal of the week. And then Bayern get another goal, and Arjen Robben finishes it off with the trademark Arjen Robben goal. Cuts it in, puts it in the net. 4-1. And that's it, they're going in. And in our league, Dortmund have not had a great season. They've now got a massive game in the Champions League against Monaco, and Bayern 2 against Real Madrid. That's probably the only thing Dortmund have for them at the minute, because they are going to finish probably 4th. That'll be a great season. But Leipzig get a 1-0 win against Leverkusen. Leverkusen played well in this game. They were holding them out for the whole game. The last minute of the match, they conceded. Take away Leipzig, man. Looks like they're going to finish 2nd this season, 10 points behind Bayern Munich. If you told me that at the start of the season, that the promoted team would be 10 points behind Bayern Munich at this stage of the season, I wouldn't have believed you. But they are. They've had a fantastic season, even though they are like, they've got so much money, they've got so much quality, they should be doing well. But it's still an achievement for a promoted team to be in the Champions League next season, to finish above probably the best team in the world in Bayern Munich. As for Leverkusen, massive problems. Leverkusen, for me, are only 5 points off the relegation zone. They aren't careful, they could go down. Big time. Hamburg get a 2-1 win against Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim who beat Bayern Munich midweek. Great win for Hoffenheim. And then, for whatever reason, just didn't turn up against Hamburg. They always think it's Hamburg. They're mid-table, they're safe, they're not gonna have anything. Hamburg, in a bit of form. Hoffenheim looks like they will still finish 3rd. It's just a major slip off for it, just lacks of concentration, you could say, for have to beat Bayern Munich. But it's been a very good season, Hoffenheim. The manager, for me, he's going to get manager of the season. For me, he's been incredible for Hoffenheim. From this time of the year ago, they were bottom of the league, now 3rd, ahead of Dortmund. Remarkable. Gladbach get a big derby win against Cologne, which cut the gap between those two teams to 2 points. Big win for them. Cologne are actually... Gladbach took the lead, Cologne came back, but Anthony Modeste, again, it's between him and Aubameyang and Lewandowski who's going to get the golden boot pretty much in the Bundesliga in Germany. And Gladbach get a late minute winner. Great win for Gladbach. The season's finished for them. They're just trying to end the season on high. Cologne still have a chance of getting in the Europa League spot. Schalke get a 4-1 win against relegation fighting Wolfsburg. And the signing they brought in from the 2nd division in Germany has been a really good signing. He scored 2 goals as well. Big win for Schalke to try and end the season like a lot like Gladbach on a high. Wolfsburg still have a lot to do to stay in the Bundesliga for another season. And last game to talk about is the big 6-pointer in the relegation zone this weekend was Ingolstadt versus Darmstadt. Ingolstadt beat Darmstadt. Darmstadt are definitely down. Ingolstadt have a chance of staying up. And guys, let's look at the Bundesliga table with Bayern Munich still top. Looks like they won another league. Leipzig are 2nd. Hoffenheim after their defeat and Dortmund after defeat will still finish 3rd. Will be 3rd and 4th. Then you got the rest, and then the bottom 3, no changes. Looks like Darmstadt are down. Ingolstadt, Mainz, who lost again this weekend, could be in a relegation fighting big time because their next game, Mainz, is against Ingolstadt. What a match that's going to be next week. So guys, let's move on to La Liga. And in La Liga this weekend, the big derby in La Liga, the Madrid derby, finished 1 apiece. Atletico Madrid have a fantastic record at playing in these games. They haven't lost in the last 4. So you could say it was pretty much all said and done, really. But you know, this title race isn't over. Atletico Madrid's still in the title race. You don't know, man, because Barcelona lost as well. They lost to Malaga. Malaga, great win for them. Neymar got sent off. His first red card in his career, and his first red card in Barcelona. Even though he scored 100 goals for Barcelona a couple of weekends ago, he's the first Barcelona to do it since Rivaldo, and I think some other Brazilian player. I don't think it's Ronaldinho, but that's amazing to say the least. But it's going to be really end of the season between those three teams. But I think Real Madrid could back in the title race because Barcelona and Real Madrid have massive tricky fixtures coming up. It's going to be a really good end of the season. Also, Sevilla are still in it because they get a 4-2 win against relegation fighting Deportivo La Coruña. So they back in it. We're going to still a 4-way fight for this title race again. Everybody thought Sevilla out of it. Now, with Real Madrid drawing, Barca losing, Atletico Madrid got a point, and they win. They're only a point behind Atletico Madrid. Amazing. Incredible this season. So they could be back in it. I don't think they do. I think they have too much work to do, Sevilla. But never say never. Villarreal get a 3-1 win against Atletico Bilbao, and the two teams fighting for Europa League spots. They'll say Villarreal will finish 5th. They've had an good season. They really are a really good team. They play some really attacking football. Even though they sell their best players, they still invest in their good players. A lot like Southampton. They've got a really good youth policy too. They're a good run club, and they're for me will finish 5th. Atletico Bilbao, those say they're going to finish 7th. Big relegation battle as well in La Liga. Osasuna get a massive win against Leganés. This is huge for Osasuna. They were down, went out. If they lost this game, they would have been relegated. But they come back 1-0 down and won the game 2-1. Massive win for Osasuna. It gives them a little bit of hope that they could stay, but a big win for them. Leganés. Ooh, it's getting tight in that bottom, no question about it. That is a massive defeat for them. That could hump on their confidence. With only, I think, 7 games left in La Liga, it's going to be a really interesting end in the title race and the relegation. Last game to talk about is the two team pretty much season's finishing, Eibar and Celta Vigo. Eibar winning this game. Eibar will overtake Celta Vigo to go 9th. Okay guys, let's look at the La Liga table where Real Madrid is still top, but after their draw against Atletico Madrid, they don't extend that lead. They do extend that lead because Barcelona lose against Malaga. Atletico Madrid are 3rd, Sevilla are 4th, Villarreal 5th. The bottom 3 hasn't changed, but it's given Osasuna a little bit of hope of staying in the league. Now guys, let's move on to Serie A. Yeah, and in Serie A this weekend, Juventus show why they are the best team in Italy after they pretty much comfortably won against Chievo. Dybala was amazing. They have a sort of name to call Higuain and Dybala, the HD clan I think it is or something like that. The two have been amazing seeing. Dybala has been unbelievable. And the manager Allegri said if Messi and Ronaldo retire in the post Messi Ronaldo era, he is going to win the Ballon d'Or. That's a massive thing to say for him. Because I don't think he's Ballon d'Or chosen yet, but he is not far away from being up there with Messi. He's not far away from up there with Neymar, Suarez. I think he's a fucking talent, to be honest. He was unbelievable. Higuain as well. He's a lot of money to spend this summer, but it looks like it was the right deal to buy him. 2-0 win for against Chievo. They look like they're going to an Scudetto, and they play Barcelona in the Champions League midweek. Napoli get a massive win in a big Champions League game, pretty much big Champions League decider game. Whoever wins this game pretty much will finish 3rd. Napoli win 3-0. Dries Mertens, the man literally has been incredible this season. Another goal for him. He's been the signing. He's probably been the most remarkable player that I've ever seen this season. I've never seen a player, nobody thought Dries Mertens could even score over 20 goals a season in one league. This is a guy who's not even a striker. He's a bloody cam. He's a winger. He's been incredible. Absolutely astonishing. As for Napoli, well, it looks like they're going to finish 5th. As for it looks like they're going to finish 4th. But they have a lot of teams chasing them for that 4th spot. It looks like Napoli will finish 3rd. but they aren't far off behind Roma. And speaking of Roma, they win 3-0 against Bologna. Edin Dzeko looks like he really wants that looks like Edin Dzeko really wants that golden boot in Serie A, because he scored another goal. 3-0 win. They're going to finish second again this season behind Juventus. They must be sick and tired of seeing Juventus win every league now at second. And the big win for Crotone in the relegation zone after they beat Inter 2-1. I said if there's one team that can stay up in Serie A, I picked Crotone. That's their third win in a row. They're only 3 points behind a team who haven't won in 8 in Empoli. Wow, we got ourselves a relegation battle on our hands right now. As for Inter Milan, another season, another manager gone. They've had a really, it's more just, it sums up Inter where they are. Yeah, Inter Milan haven't been fighting for Champions Leagues. They haven't been fighting for the top of the table in terms of titles for nearly 7 to 8 years now. There's a lot of discontent in Inter at the minute. I see it with both Milan clubs really run horribly. Don't know who the owner is, don't know who's going to be the manager anymore. There's a lot of discontent at Inter. And AC Milan get a 4-0 win against Palermo. Nothing to surprise there. Paca got a goal. De Feli got his first goal for AC Milan since he's been there. Congratulations to him, and also congratulations on having a new baby into your new life. Congratulations on that, man. So yeah, it sums up where Palermo are going down. They've sacked. So I'd actually look this up. Napoli, Palermo has sacked 28 managers in 6 years. 28 managers in 6 years. If that doesn't tell me your club isn't stable, I don't know what does. And last game done with is Empoli against Pescara, 1-1. Empoli haven't won a game in 8. They really do look like they're going down because of Crotone's win against Inter. And Pescara are bottom of the league. And in our team, that just doesn't look like they're going to stay up on it as well. They're the worst team in La Liga for me. So guys, let's look at the little Serie A table where Juventus still top, looks like we're in our Scudetto, Roma are second, Napoli with their win against 4th place, Lazio are 3rd, Lazio with their defeat are 4th, Atalanta got another win this weekend and they're 5th, and they only have 2 points, they're only I think a point or 2 points behind Lazio. And at the bottom, you got that, and you also got AC Milan in there in the top half too. At the bottom, looks like Pescara and Palermo are gone, but it's really interesting for the last relegation spot because I think it's 3 teams that could be fighting for it. It is Crotone, who look like, for me, could stay up, Empoli, who haven't won a game in 8, and Genoa, who aren't safe just yet. Now guys, let's move on to League Earn. And in League Earn this weekend, Monaco win again. Falcao scores again. 1-0 win for them. PSG put 4 past Guingamp. Guingamp, I think his name is. Good win for PSG. Looks like can they catch that Monaco freight train, goal machine? It's going to be difficult. But never say never. There's a lot of still have football to play for now in the season. Also, you can't reward Nice, who are only 4 points. I know they played a game more than PSG and Monaco, but they're only 4 points. Balotelli is back in the goals again. People think Balotelli is just, why always me guy? He's just a meme, people think. No, you have to say, yes, he just scored goals. And he did the best celebration that wasn't on the pitch. He went into airport security and just done the most amazing knee slider I have ever seen. You have to watch it. It's probably on the internet. You have to watch it. Amazing. So good win for Nice against Lille. Looks like they're back in the title race again. The biggest shock of the weekend has to be Lorient, who put 4 past Lyon. They won 4-1. Lyon, I didn't see that coming. I thought Lyon would win this game. I didn't. I mean, Lorient and I won 3 in a row. Amazing what form does for a team, huh? You win one game, you win another game, and you just can go on and just sky high to win the league. Incredible. Great to win to stay in the league. Incredible. But Lyon, this is not good preparation for the massive Europa League game coming up in midweek. It sums up Lyon where they are. Lacazette, well, he reminds me a lot like, he's just, I don't know, Lacazette. But a good win for Lorient. They have a chance to stay in this league. The last game done with is Marseille against Toulouse. I'm talking about this game finished goalless. But I think but I can't say his name. Braithwaite had a massive chance, but good save, held the post, held the crossbar. It wasn't a great game. It was a dull match. It finished goalless. Marseille had a horrible season. The Bayern table where Monaco is still top, with Nice second, PSG are third, and Lyon with that defeat are still fourth. Probably the best rest, but Bordeaux are catching them, and so are the rest. Marseille are sixth. They had a horrible season. The bottom three are Lorient, for me, the only team that could stay up in that relegation sort of dogfight. Now guys, let's move on to the rest of Europe. And in the rest of Europe this week, in the Liga NOS title race, Porto win 3-0, good win for them. Put them top at the league momentarily until Benfica win 1-0, good win for them as well. So those two teams are literally going to the last day of the season, who wins that league. Sporting get a good win too, just to at least keep third in their palm of their hands. Braga get a 1-0 win, but their season has been more like we win a game, we lose a game. That's where they're playing at the minute. And that's the Liga NOS. Let's move on to Eredivisie, where we got title race is back on. No question about it. It's back on again this league. It is really back on. Because of this, Ajax win 5-1 away. Feyenoord only drew 2-2, and PSV win 5-0 as well. And the gap at the top between Ajax and Feyenoord is 1 point. Wow, it's amazing. The gap is 1 point. We got a title race in the Eredivisie. You can't rule out PSV either, because they're only 6 points behind. That isn't the gap. We've only 4 games remaining. It's going down to the last game of the season for that title race. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys are having a great day and a great time of it. And be yourselves. Say no to drugs. Please like, subscribe. The Natural is out.